Hi Flosstube, it's Nichol. Welcome back to my channel. This is Flosstube number 16. It is Tuesday, August 30th, 2022, and you might be like, but Nichol, you upload on Sundays. I sure do. If you checked my YouTube community page or my Facebook stitching group, I filmed everything, and you know my floss tubes are not generally that short. I filmed it. I went out and did yard work. I had some other things going on. It was getting dark, so the lighting wasn't great anymore. And I sat down to edit the video and put it up, and there's no sound. Zero. And yes, I had some suggestions, oh, just voice it over and put it up. No. I know that you guys wouldn't mind, but there's going to be some people who watch it, and then I'm going to get tons of negative feedback. So I thought, you know what, that's okay. It didn't, apparently something with the sound with my mic was off, which I have to tell you, that has happened with some edited videos I've done for card making. Generally, it's something I check. My microphone appeared to be on, but I'm guessing that that's probably what happened. And I thought, you know what, instead of getting upset, instead of getting mad, which I was a little mad, so maybe I shouldn't say I wasn't mad, but instead of like trying to push through to try to film it really quick, it was already pretty late. I mean, it was like 7:30 or 8. No, it was about 8 when I realized, no, it was 7:30 when I realized it, and the light was already getting bad. And I was like, I am not recording this. First of all, it's probably going to take me, 45 minutes or so, maybe longer. It's going to be dark. The light's going to be bad. And then the editing is going to take an hour and a half. And I was like, that is not what I want to do on my Sunday night. I'll be mad the whole time. And so I thought, you know what, let's go watch House of Dragon, and I'll do it in the morning. So I'm filming this on Monday. I am going to put it up on Tuesday just to give me plenty of time to edit it and all of the good stuff. So by the time you're watching this, you will have already seen the finishing video. I'm going to show the finish of the pillow here in the video today, but you guys will have already seen it if you watch the tutorial, the pillow tutorial that's going up Monday night. So thank you guys for understanding. Technology is not always our friend, and that's okay. It's not going to be a life or death. I am going to tell you that I have come to the realization that my floss tubes need to be filmed during the week, and then they'll go up on Sunday, as I had always intended, but I have gotten real bad about it. So my floss tube that'll be coming up this next Sunday is probably, I say is going to be shorter, but who knows? I say that and then I just jabber on and talk about all the things, so who knows? But it may have a little less stitching, since I'm going to show you everything. I'm even going to show you what I stitched while watching House of Dragon last night. Can you believe I was even able to do that? I didn't watch the first week, so I watched both episodes last night. I just rewarded myself for being upset about my video. But I watched both, and I stitched a little bit, and of course it was Santa Sunday, so I worked on a Christmas stitch, which was really, really nice. But I'm going to show you that today. I'm just going to show you everything up until this point. I don't really have very much quilting. As most of you know, September is coming this week. I have been inundated with so much card making, with so much work. Yes, it's a delight, and I totally love my job, but again, it's work, and there's a lot of deadlines and a lot of things like that. And so I just haven't had time to finish up. I have so many things started and not finished in the quilting world. So I'm hoping, as I've kind of made up myself a little plan so that I'll have some stuff to share every week. I'm going to try to adjust that. So I'm going to adjust when I film. I'm going to adjust when I get my sewing stuff. I'm thinking I'll probably take a couple evenings every week, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, where I cut blocks out or cut whatever it is I'm needing to do, and then I can sew, and then I will have stuff to show every week, because the way I've been doing it, it's not working. And it's not working to get my stuff done either. It isn't just for filming, it's just I'm not getting my stuff done. But there might be a little less of that just just because the season of the year is hard for me. And I still want to be able to come and bring stuff every week. So I'm going to give myself the grace that if the quilting stuff doesn't get done, if the stitching, all the stitching I want to do doesn't get done, that is okay. There are no rules. Let's see. Oh, and since this is Monday morning, I'm going to tell you guys the dumb thing I did. I don't know how time zones work. I missed out on the Primrose Cottage apothecary board that I wanted that the girl's dad makes because time zones are hard. And so I was mad. This morning too. This is not the greatest way to start off Monday, by the way. To realize that you completely set your alarm on your phone for an hour too late and they're all sold out. But I gave myself grace and I'm like, I'm going to come up with a great finish for that since I missed out. So I'm bummed, but that's okay. It's all okay. It's what I tell everybody during Stamptember too. Like if you miss out on the exclusives at night, it's okay. There will always be something else. Or you can, pick something else up. So I am reminding myself of that today because y'all, it happens. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys for the comments you leave every week. It means the world to me. It truly does. I read all of your comments and I truly, truly appreciate you. I'm so glad you guys are on this journey with me. Your comments of I'm coming back to stitching after 20 years, 30 years, or whatever, just delight me. It makes me so happy. I know I've said this many, many times, but I was nervous to say, hey, guess what, everybody? I'm cross-stitching again for fun. And I was like, maybe I should just keep it to myself. And then I see all of these Flosstube videos and I was like, well, why not? Why not share? But I was nervous because I thought I would get like, why are you sharing this? And I did get a couple. I will be completely honest with you. I did get a couple from people who were like, I don't like this. Please don't share this on your channel. And I'm like, sorry, it's my channel. But not very many. Overwhelmingly, you guys are so supportive and so kind. And there's even those of you who aren't into cross stitch who have left me super, super nice comments. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys. It means the world to me. I know that social media, YouTube, Instagram, you are only seeing a slice of people's lives. And several of you have reached out to me with just the kindest comments. And it's things that I think are private that I won't share, but just know that we all have crap. We all have hard things. We all go through hard times. My cherry disposition might not always be my cherry disposition in real life. It is. I do truly, I shouldn't say in real life. I do try to be positive, but I've kind of gone through a few hard weeks here myself, just some personal things that are going on. And it just reminds me that a little bit of kindness and a little bit of connection means the world to so many people. So I appreciate you all so very much. To our new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for joining. I know this is something I mentioned. I'm probably going to mention it until it happens. I want to get to 100,000, and you guys subscribing helps me so, so much. I have seen a huge jump since I started Flosstube, and I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Thank you for those of you who have zero interest in card making but have subscribed to my channel so that you can follow my stitching, floss tubes and stitch with me's and tutorials and the quilting. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. And when I get to 100K, we are having a party. I'm going to do a live. I've got giveaways. It's going to be great, and it's going to be for everybody because card making is a huge reason I got here and continue to get to this point. It's a huge part of my life, and I am very blessed that it is my job and it allows me to provide for my family. But I love that I can combine my loves here on my channel. So I'm sappy this morning. I'm sorry, you guys, but thank you. Let's see, a couple of notes. First thing, Facebook group. If you have not been added, I did kind of try to go through this last weekend, and I kicked back. If you didn't answer the questions, I said, you have to answer the questions. And if you didn't agree to the rules, please agree to the rules. So I kicked those back. I may need to go in and do it again this week. I try to do it about once a week. Otherwise, it's like an everyday thing. If you have done all those things, I do go through a couple times a day and approve. So if you've not been approved, that's probably why. And I hate to be a stickler about this, but I just really need to make sure that everyone in the group is there for the right reason. There have been some people, you guys, I got some funny answers to the questions. You can tell they're not stitchers. They're probably just trying to spam or promote something. And I was like, what is this? That's a no. So that's why I made it private, because we want it to be a happy, positive community. Now, the other thing I want to say is you have to agree to the rules. And one of the big rules is there's no linking. I know it is my group, so I will link to things in there here and there. I have just made it across the board, even when it's not something that I would necessarily think that I would prefer you not link. I've just had to make it all the way across, because otherwise I don't feel like it's fair. And that is why. So if I've removed something, please know it's nothing personal. It's just, it makes it easier for me to manage the group if I have made it so that there is no linking. If you ever have something that you really feel like needs to be linked, please just email me or message me and let me know, and we can discuss it and I can link it for you. But that's just kind of my rule. I have reasons for it, so please know that it's nothing personal if I have deleted your post. The other things, I do like to add links for everything I show in the video, if I have a link for it, down in the description. I spend a lot of time doing that. So as always, if you wouldn't mind just checking that before you reach out to me. There are times I forget. I know it. I do it on my card making videos too. Just reach out to me then. But otherwise, I end up answering so many of the same questions. So please check there first for links, because I do try to provide everything that I talk about down below. I do spend quite a lot of time every week doing that. And I provide timestamps. So if you like, for example, I usually do my quilting second. If you're not interested in quilting, you can just skip on to, anything else in the video, haul or cross stitch, whips, sals, whatever it may be, or the giveaways. I do the giveaways as a thank you for watching my video. So I do appreciate you watching the video very, very much. I want to remind you, please like the video, please subscribe. And that's not just for me. That's across the board. If you are watching others' videos, it helps everyone. It helps the whole stitching community or card making community. Whatever maker you watch, please remember to like their video, subscribe if you like their content, because it does help. And it helps people continue to provide that kind of content for you, especially free content like this. It's just a small thing you can do as a thank you to the maker. Okay, you guys, I'm ready for Q&A, and it's literally the shortest Q&A ever. So really quick for Q&A, Margie said, is all week's dye works variegated? As far as I know, yes. Diane says, what batting is your favorite? My favorite batting is warm and white, and I am providing some links down in the description for the pre-cut packages of batting. There's like king, queen full, twin, crib. I feel like there's smaller pieces, like if you just want to do quilted pillows or small projects. I will tell you that I have not actually bought any warm and white prepackaged in years. I went and even looked to see when I ordered this, because I ordered it from Amazon in 2015. I ordered a giant roll of the queen full size warm and white batting. It was very pricey. I think it's pricier now. I think it's about $430, $50. I don't know. It's over $400. But that being said, I still have a lot left on my roll. In 2015, when I bought it, I thought there is zero way I will ever use this up. And I thought, in fact, I really, thought, should I buy this? Should I not? This doesn't seem like a good idea. And then I was like, oh, I'm just going to do it because one of my favorite quilters, Camille Ross Kelly, I remember at the time that she said that's what she did. And I was like, me too. I'm going to do that too. And and of course she makes a lot of quilts. I took some years off there for a while. But I will tell you guys, I have used a ton of it. A ton. When I moved here 3 years ago, it was giant. I should have brought it in here and showed you. I'm gonna go grab it. Hold on. I'm back. Okay, it's huge. So this is really all I've got left on my roll. It's tiny. You guys, it was way big. It was really big. But this is my roll. I just roll it out, cut off what I need. I usually have a little excess. I keep all my little scraps for little pillow projects. I know I've shared a few here, or bags or whatever, but I love it. And I'm sure as I get down, I will order another one because I think if you make a lot of quilts, it's probably more economical. I will link to both down in the description below. I know this is actually in my Amazon shop. There's a link to my Amazon shop in the description every week where I've put my favorite products for cross-stitch quilting, card making, life, keto, you name it. I try to remember to add things. Oh, organization, like crafty organization. Yes, I know you guys want to see my studio. I'm on it. I promise. I've been promising for a year and I have just not done it. And it's going to get done because Stamptember is not an excuse. It has to get done. I've been wanting to share it for so long. Okay, my last question. Someone in my Patreon knows that I also quilt, and obviously, I'm sure you watch here, but quilt and cross stitch, and they want to know where I get my design boards. I get them from Fat Quarter Shop. I have a link down below. They are by Lori Holt. She does have a tutorial on her YouTube channel where she shows you how to make them. I know that there's another quilter who showed how to make some. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want to take the time to do it, so I buy them. There are things that I will make myself, and then there's things I will buy because I literally don't want to take the time to do it. And that's one of those things. I looked at the tutorial thinking, maybe I'll make some. And then I thought, that's not going to bring me joy. So no, I'm not doing that. You might want to do it yourself. I will find Lori's video and I will link it below because if you do, that is awesome and amazing. And so I want you to be able to do that. And then I'll provide a link if you want to buy them from Fat Quarter Shop. I just bought more. The new ones with Lori's latest fabric are here at Fat Quarter Shop. And so I actually purchased them. They're not here yet. I'll show them when I get them. They should be here this week. So yay. That is it. Q&A is over. Woohoo! Let me put that window down. Okay. FFOs, you guys. I have my Welcome Autumn pillow. And again, had you seen this when I originally intended, it would have been before the tutorial, but that is okay. This is the Primrose Cottage. The Primrose Cottage Welcome Autumn Sal that I hosted during the month of August. We did a little stitch along. It was super fun. I said I was going to do a pillow tutorial and I did. You can see I do a clean finish, like I don't cut a little slit here. I see a lot of people do that. It's cute. They cover it with like felt and stuff. I actually left a seam down here at the bottom since this isn't a zipper tutorial finish, and I ladder stitched it shut. Yes, I show you in the video how I do it. It may not be the neatest. However, I don't worry a ton about it because it gets covered with a trim. So this is some Lady Dots Creates Bird's Nest chenille trim. It is super teeny tiny. I've had a couple of questions about that. It is tiny. It's a tiny pillow. I'm really into little trims right now. I don't know why, but I really like the little trims, really simple. I didn't add fabric around it or anything like that. You totally can. I've seen some beautiful pillow finishes that way. I wanted to keep mine really small because I'm imagining tucking it into a tray, a dough bowl, or on a shelf in between some other decorations in with pumpkins. I have this tray that I like to put on my kitchen table, and I put pumpkins and a floral arrangement and all kinds of stuff in. I think this would be darling tucked in. It's going to work with all kinds of things. But how cute is it? I love it. Primrose Cottage was so supportive and so kind. So thank you, girls at Primrose Cottage. I appreciate all of your support and giving it a shout out and everything. It was really, really fun to do. I'm very happy with how it turned out. This was all DMC, so no over-dyed fancy floss or anything like that. As always, all of the fabric and everything, the patterns is listed down below. You could totally still stitch this up. Maybe you didn't want to stitch along with us when we were doing it, but now that you've seen it done, you want to start. You guys, we spread this out over a month. You could probably stitch this in, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 evenings. I know so many of you stitched it super quick. So it could be stitched very, very quickly, and then the pillow didn't take much time. I will show you in the video, or I did show you. I keep forgetting. I did show you in the video tutorial how I hand stitched the chenille trim on, and I do stitch it on, and you're going to see that it is not flopping around. I stitch it on pretty securely. It is the most time-consuming part of this project, but I am super picky with how I want that done. And anyway, very, very happy with this. I cannot wait to decorate. I absolutely love it. Thank you guys again if you participated in the SAL, or even if you stitched something else along with us, if you weren't wanting to stitch this. I know several of you showed me some different pieces that you stitched. I love that. It's just stitching. It's just fun and community and all of us stitchers having fun together. So that is this. It is a full finish. Oh, FFO. Fully finished object. I've seen a lot of people asking. I will try to do better, making sure that you guys know exactly what those things are. So that is my full finish, and I am so much more organized. It's almost good that I redid this because I got a basket and I put everything in order. So we're going to put that away. I'm going to get my design board out. We're going to go into SALs next. So any SAL that I stitched this last week, we're going to start with the Primrose Cottage Toil and Trouble SAL. It did finish this last week. Am I finished? No. Do I think I'll have a full finish? Or maybe not a full finish, but I'll have the stitching finish next week? Yes. So this is the Toil and Trouble SAL. This week it was the cauldron bubble part, I think, was all in the jack-o'-lantern. This stitch is amazing. So amazing. It is DMC. I will tell you, I used Emily from Primrose Cottage's conversion to Weeks Dye Works over-dyed floss. But I did have to make one change. So here is my stitching. Oh. Let's put that down. So here's where I'm at. I think since last week I got, well, I know I did the border, cauldron, fire burn I'm working on. You can kind of see where I'm at. So here's what I want to talk about. I'm stitching this on 28 count Tarnish Lugana by Picture This Plus. You guys, it's my favorite Halloween fabric of the moment. It is so awesome. Look at the modeling in the fabric. It is gorgeous. I am a border girl. I like borders. I think they just finish it off beautifully. You can see I haven't connected down here. The outer border is supposed to be this dark orange color, and I'm not sure that I want to do that. I'm going to stitch the rest of the design and decide. I am going to stitch the outer border because I think it needs it, but I'm almost thinking about this gray color. And this is the only color that I switched because the gray Emily picked, because she picked a lighter fabric, like a beige fabric, I think. The Floss blended in so much. I had to rip it out because I only started it and it wasn't great. This is the Classic Colorworks baking tin, which is what I used. And I'm almost thinking I want to do gray around here. We shall see though. Let me know what you think. I just am not super pumped about the bright orange around the border. I can't decide. I figure I'll finish stitching it and then I might have an answer by then. I do know what I'm going to finish this on. Several weeks ago, I should have brought it in here, but it's down in the basement. I bought a like MDF, isn't that what it's called? Wood piece from Joann's that's a tombstone. I bought spray paint and stuff. I'm going to spray paint it and I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this on there. So I'm super hoping that I get this stitched this week and get it fully finished so I can show you. But I'm loving it. Look at the variegation in the cauldron. Oh, and the other thing, the pattern calls for two different colors of green DMC. I'm using overdyed, the Weeks Dye Works overdyed. I believe it's moss. I opted to only use moss, not another green. And I don't think you need it. You can really see the variegation in the cauldron as well as the letters. This spider web. Backstitching. I don't hate backstitching, but I didn't love backstitching that. I ripped it out and had to redo it. But I'm happy with it. But it was a pill. It was fun though. I'm loving this stitch. I love all of the Halloween stuff from Primrose Cottage. You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments. Actually, that'll probably be our question today. We'll see. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you ordered or if you ordered anything from Primrose Cottage Stitch's Needlework Expo release because it's so good. So I'm not using the called for colors. I am stitching 2/2. It is 28 count tarnish. Picture this plus Lugana. Links are all down below. Oh, and I should also tell you guys, I'm planning on stitching several other stitches on here because look, there's a lot of fabric left. It only took a little quarter of this. So I am going to stitch some other things, including the sip and stitch. I'm almost positive. In fact, it's in here. And this pattern is now available for Primrose Cottage. I think this would be cute on here too. So I think to make a whole little vignette of stitches that go together, wouldn't that be cute? So that's my plan. My next sal that has to be finished like pronto. I'm on the struggle bus. The hands-on design, A Year of Celebrations continues. We are stitching August. August is about over, Nichol. Get on it. I am stitching on 25 count Prim Lugana from Lori Holt, I believe, using Kimberly's colors from Fat Quarter Shop. So you can see here's where I'm at on this. I can't remember if I showed you this last week or not, if I had anything started. I forgot to look before I started filming. And I forgot to look before I filmed the first time too. You would think I would have remembered, but no. I love the little crabs. I'm almost ready to start the seagulls. I love it. I love the colors. I am stitching mine all as one big piece. I know I've had several of you ask. I use the Fat Quarter Shop calculator to figure out how big to cut my piece. So please use that because that's how big I cut mine. I stitched the whole border first. I know the light's going to be, you're going to see through it, but you can see the stitches. I stitched all of that border. It is a free download from Hands On Design. There is a link to that in the description below. I stitched my border and then I'm just simply doing the months. So I'm going to finish up August and I will have the August finished for you guys. I'll probably share on social media this week when I get to it. 2/2 on 25 count Prim Lugana. I promise I will do better about saying if it's 2/2 or 1/2. I know I got an Instagram question asking, they said that they were doing 2/2 and didn't feel like the coverage was good. And did I do 3/2? And I was like, no, for me, it's just too fat and too bumpy. But please do whatever is the most comfortable for you, whatever you like best. I know a lot of people like 1/2. I really want to try 1/2 or even 1/1 for something small, just because I think it looks kind of cute and I really, really want to try it. So those are my sales. Now I want to really quickly talk about sales that I host. I have had a lot of questions, and I said I wasn't even going to think about it until mid-September, and inspiration struck. So if you are in my Facebook group, I already posted, I've picked our winter Christmas stitch, and I will be announcing it as soon as I can. I don't have the chart yet. It's a brand new chart. As soon as it is available, I will post it so you can get the chart, you can get your fabric, you can get your floss, and you can be ready to go. I have designed all the graphics for the Stitch With Me's, for the handout, for the weekly breakdown. I've done all of that. That's how excited I was. I've been in touch with the designer, and so as soon as I can get that out, I will. I am thinking it's going to be a bigger piece. It's not going to be teeny tiny. It's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be a 6-week stitch along. Right now, that's what I'm planning. That starts in October. It won't be October 1st. I think it's like, I'll let you guys know for sure. That will all be coming ahead of time. But it will start in October. It'll be 6 weeks long. The 7th week will be a finishing tutorial, and I'm working on figuring out a finish for that, and I will have more information on that as soon as I can as well. I'm not going to say what it is yet, just on the off chance things don't work out. But I think everything should be fine, and I'm really, really excited. It won't be Primrose Cottage. I had mentioned I do want to spread the love around. I could do Primrose Cottage stitch alongs for everything because I just love everything they do. However, I love a lot of other designers as well, and I love their charts and their designs, and so I want to kind of spread the love around, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm very, very excited about this, and I hope you guys love it. I know I did get at least one question that said, can you provide an alternate for if we don't celebrate Christmas? And I'm going to say right now, no. It's not super Christmassy. It is, but it isn't. Maybe you could alter it to make it work for you if you want to, or you can just stitch something else. You can stitch a winter design at the same time if you want to. I know several had already stitched the Primrose Cottage or didn't want to, and they wanted to stitch something else. Do that. You can still participate with the stitch along. It's just not going to be that exact design. It's a lot of work to put it together, and I have to pick something that I personally want to stitch in order for it to be, in my mind, to be successful. So at this point, I'm not going to. I'll just pick a design. If you want to stitch it, great. If you don't, that's great. If you want to stitch something else, that's great too. It's just a fun thing that we can do together. I love the Stitch With Me's. It's going to be very similar to the Welcome Autumn, where I do lives each week where I start stitching that week's part of the chart. We'll start it together and then finish on our own time. We can share in our Facebook group. You can share on social media, and I will have all the details. I will have hashtags on the handout that I am making so that you can share that on social media. It will have the weeks broken down, all the good stuff. I've really worked hard on creating the graphics. Like, I shouldn't say handout, graphics for it. So look for that. If you're in the Facebook group, I will post there. I will post on the YouTube community page and also here on Flosstube. Next, let's talk about some whips. So first, for my Santa Sunday, not yesterday, or you're seeing this on Tuesday, so not 2 days ago, the week before, I worked on Little House Needleworks, Rudolph's Sampler. Still not got any red on here. So I finished my trees. I added some white here, added some little snowflakes. This is 32 count platinum Lugana. I will say, because it's 32 count, it does take me a little bit longer to stitch. I'm loving it though. I did not work on this for this last week's Santa Sunday. So maybe Merry Monday tonight, since our Welcome Autumn Sal is over, but I'm loving it. I still love it. And I'm going to work on this guy until it's done. I am using, I am stitching 2/2 using all the called for colors, which it's mostly classic Colorworks with 1 DMC. So that's 32 count, and even with 32 count, I am doing 2/2. Tuesday, I should probably mention this. Stitching with the Housewives, August, not gonna happen. I'm maybe halfway done with it. I'm going to set it aside. It's gonna go in my whips. It's fine. I will come back to it. August is about over. I didn't get August stitched. I didn't start September. So when I talk to you here in a little bit about my September plans, we'll go over that more. But Tuesday was kind of set aside this month for stitching with the Housewives, and I hardly did it at all. I worked on Toil and Trouble from Primrose Cottage instead. So this is going to be my Witchy Wednesday stitch this week, which is the Lizzie Kate Halloween Rules. I am working towards a finish for this. So this is kind of I'm trying to keep this my Wednesday stitch because I would really like to get this done. I'm stitching on 25 count Mushroom Lugana using the called for colors. And this week I finished Scarecrow. I know I showed it partially finished. I finished this, and I hope I can get a whole nother section done for next week. I'm going to try really hard because I really need to kind of kick it in gear to get this done. I'm all the called for colors 2/2. And let's put my needle back in here. I hope this is what that goes to. My next whip would be my Fall Friday. Thursday, I can't even remember. I probably worked on Toil and Trouble. No, Thursday I worked on the hands-on design. So this would have been my Fall Friday stitch. And it is the Cherry Hill Stitchery Autumn Acres. I absolutely love this piece. I already know how I'm going to finish it too. I'm working towards a finish because I would love to show you that. I've got my finishing piece and everything. I'm super excited. So this is 25 count Vintage Country Mocha. I'm not using the called for colors. I am stitching 2/2. I've made some substitutions. I've listed those down below. So you might be like, Nicole, you were working on that basket last week. I had all of this. I had the black, and I had worked part of the basket. All I got done was the basket. Y'all, it's really detailed. First of all, I love it. I think it's really cool. It was very time consuming. I have a feeling the rest of the chart's going to go super fast because this part went really fast. There's a big pumpkin in here, and then there's like the mirror, kind of a mirror. There's more corn and a couple more pumpkins and stuff over here. And then it says Autumn Acres up high. I love this. It'll go fast, but this was a lot. This is 2 or 3 colors. The dark is chestnut, and then the 2 lighter colors of the basket, that needle minder's making it fall, are mocha and oak. And that pattern, the detail, but look how awesome it is. I mean, it is gorgeous, but it was time consuming. I worked a lot on that, but I'm happy that that part is done, and I'm excited to work on it some more. I'm excited for a finish. I bought a pumpkin to put it on from Hobby Lobby. I cannot wait. I've had the pumpkin for a few weeks, so I can't wait to fully finish this guy. And then, trying to think, I worked on that Saturday as well. And then my Santa Sunday for since I didn't get my Flosstube up, I thought I would just share while I watched House of Dragon, or Dragons, whatever. I worked on something that I haven't worked on since July. Lizzie Kate Christmas rules. I went ahead and pulled it out. I had all of my other stitches in here because I had filmed my Flosstube. And I was like, I'm not going in there and getting everything because I need to talk about it again. And so what I ended up doing was I just pulled something else out and I was like, oh, that's good. So I actually got quite a bit stitched. I watched 2 episodes. What I had done previously is I had the word Christmas. I had the white for the snowmen. I had the R stitched, and then I had part of the U. I stitched the rest of the U in white. I did the entire green box, and I added the hat, the eyes, the buttons, and the scarf for my snowman, and I started the letter L. So I'm clicking right along. This is the free chart. You buy, just like Halloween rules, you buy all the small individual charts, and then you go to Lizzie Kate, and you can download the free topper. And so that's where I'm at there. And I forgot how much I love this. This is also 25 count mushroom Lugana, stitching 2/2 using all of the called for colors. And this is a cute needle minder from Fat Quarter Shop. So yes, I am loving this one still. It really reminded me. I want to get Rudolph samplers done because I'm trying to just concentrate on one Christmas stitch at a time until I finish, like I finished my hot cocoa one. So that is that. Those are my whips. For haul in my haul / pattern collecting section, I really don't have anything this week. I ordered some new patterns from Primrose Cottage. I got their 13 Smalls Halloween book. I got the Salem Sisters. I got Emily's new Halloween pattern. I think I forgot to order the Religious Smalls for Christmas, and I really liked the little manger scene one. So I probably will be picking that up, but I didn't yet. I did order some stuff from Fat Quarter Shop. I got some floss that I needed. I got new design boards. I feel like I ordered a pattern. I know I did. I ordered a couple patterns. So as soon as I get that, that will be haul that I will share in this week's video. But other than that, I didn't get anything. Oh, that's not entirely true. My block 3 of the designer mystery. Nichol, is block 2 sewn all together yet? Nope, it's just pieced or partially pieced and sitting on a design board. I need to finish block 2 and 3, so hopefully I can have those for next week. Excited about that. All right, let me flip my page for my outline for what we were going to talk about today. September plans. I wanted to talk about September. I did download, this is like my working copy chart for September. I kind of wanted to show you my plan. You might notice that the first 3 days all say hands-on design costume party sale. So hands-on design has a sale coming. I signed up a while ago. I downloaded it. The first part of the chart will be released September 1st, and then parts 2 and 3. Part 2 on the 3rd and part 3 on the 5th. So I may have to adjust my calendar. I didn't read this correctly. But regardless, I'm going to stitch this. It's a pretty small one. It's all DMC. I got a little fabric here. It's some Silver Mist Lugana, I think. They had I think they stitched on a Belfast linen, and it's also Ada friendly, but I picked the Lugana. I ordered it from Fabrics by Stephanie. But you can use something you have. I bet it would look good on that picture, this plush tarnish Lugana that I got as well. So I'm going to work on this. That's one of my state projects for September. Let's see what else I put on here. I want to do this chart. I know I showed it to you guys already, but I can't get over that skeleton lounging. Someone in my Facebook group stitched this and showed it already, and I am dying to start this. So I'm going to start this in September as well. That's going to be like a new start. I don't know if I'll start anything else. I kind of put a question mark start for a couple things. I am going to stitch month to month October. So this is what I wanted to talk about. I completely crashed and burned on August, and now August is over and I've lost momentum. So I'm going to leave it in the bag. I'm probably not going to stitch September. I'm just probably not. To be just knowing how things are going, it's probably not going to get stitched this year or right now, probably this year, considering that we're almost in September. But I'm just going to keep them kitted up, and I can work on them going into next August and September. I'm going to go ahead and just work on October's. It's pumpkins and I'm excited. I think part of my problem is I'm not loving the fabrics that I've chosen. I already restarted August once, which is what put me behind. I started on Ada and I decided I don't want to stitch on Ada. I like the fabric I'm stitching on, but I think I picked 32 count if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 28. I can't remember. I almost think that I've been thinking about this a lot. I think I'm going to stitch it on 25 count antique white Lugana because 25 count Lugana is my happy place. And so I think that's what I'm going to stitch October on, but I'll let you know when I get that one started. But that's a September plan. And I'm going to continue working on Rudolph's sampler. I really, really hope I can get it done this month. But if I don't, that's okay too. But I'd like to, because I would like to go full on into my Halloween, into Christmas rules if possible. Just trying to finish up some of those Christmas stitches I started during Jolly July or Christmas in July. Hands-on design, a year of celebrations continues. I'll do September. Halloween rules, I'm going to continue working on that. Autumn Acres, I would like to finish. And if possible, that could be kind of the Halloween could be a replacement stitch for that when Autumn Acres is done. I really think Autumn Acres will go pretty quickly now that basket's done. It was a lot of having to really make sure I was counting. I used my line keeper. I don't always use a line keeper because I don't find it that hard to count. That was a lot of little skipping around. And so I moved my line keeper every line. And that's it. That's my plans for September stitching. As always, it could change. It could totally change. But I like to start with a plan, and then I can adjust as needed. Whatever the mood strikes. I already talked about the upcoming sal that I will have October, November-ish. And next we're going to talk about Happy Stitchy Mail. So I have just a couple of things. Jenny sent me this darling card using Lawn Fawn. I love the Outer Space set from Lawn Fawn, and I love her Galaxy Sky. So pretty. But she sent me this darling, darling needle minder. Look at that sewing machine. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. Jenny, thank you so much. And also thank you for the kind words that you wrote in your card. It means the world to me. She said she saw this and thought of me. I am delighted. I really should put on my schedule. Get your needle minder display done. Shari and I even talked about how to display pins and stuff, and she shared with me what she did, and I love it. Do you think I've done it? That's a no. Shari's going to be in Kansas in a couple of weeks. Maybe I'll buy this stuff and have her help me put together my hoops. Shari, did you know that that's what we're going to do? Oh my goodness. Stay tuned, you guys. Maybe we'll put together some displays. Jenny, thank you. I absolutely love it. Also, I'm a little behind on thank yous, y'all. Those are going to go out this week. So if you've not got a thank you from me, it's coming. Oh, this was haul. My Sweetwater label came this month. So you guys, if you've asked me where I get my labels for the back of my quilts, I am subscribed to the Sweetwater Club, and every month they send a label. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. This month it's a big one. It says Mama Says So. I love this one. So yeah, that's my label. I forgot that was part of my haul. I will provide a link, not sponsored at all. Speaking of Shari, my friend, first of all, how adorable. This is my favorite stamp set. I shouldn't say it's my favorite from Lawn Fawn. I love everything, but this is one of my favorites. As far as sewing themed stamp sets, this is right up there. Concord 9th also has a really good one, but as sewing machine and stuff, and this is the best card. I love this so much. Shari, I will treasure this. Thank you. Thank you. It's absolutely amazing. And Shari made me a present. Okay, I have to tell you guys how dumb I am. So Shari texts me and she's like, which one of these do you like? And I thought, excuse me, sorry, I gotta get a drink. I thought she was asking like, just which one do I like? Not which one do I want? And I was like, oh, they're all so cute. And she goes, no, which one do you want? I'm like, I'm so dumb. It's a good thing that she's my friend. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so slow. She made me this little needle case. I mean, how cute. First of all, it's Beauty and the Beast. Shari loves Disney. I love Disney. She totally sewed this, quilted it, all the things. Look at this. She put some Lawn Fawn pins in here for me, which are so cute. But it's got like a little pocket. You can keep scissors. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. It's my Sip and Stitch mug. You can put like little scissors in here or whatever, and then you can put your needles in the felt. You guys, it's so cute. I don't have one, so I was thrilled. Shari, I love this so, so much. Now that I've shown everybody, I'm gonna use it. So I am delighted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Shari sent me this package of 28 count mushroom Lugana. So you may have heard me mention mushroom Lugana. I was using 25 count. I think I have some 28 count as well. So this would be the equivalent of a 14 count Ada. Shari says, I am not a Lugana girl. I'm an Ada girl. And so she goes, please, you can keep it or offer it to your viewers. So I want to offer it to you guys just to give you a chance. If you're interested in Lugana, I have some, and yes, I love it. This is one of my very, very favorite colors. Let's take it out of the plastic so you can see it. It's one of my favorite colors. It's nice beige, it's beautiful, and it stitches gorgeous. But maybe you're interested in trying 28 count Lugana, or maybe you love Lugana like I do. I thought it was so generous of her to share. Oops, didn't get it in here very good. So whatever is in here is what you get. It's quite a bit of fabric. I am going to offer this as a giveaway today. So Shari, thank you for sharing this with everybody. Oh, I did not get this in here very good. Hold up. So that is my Stitchy mail. Now I did get some other cards from people, and I got a wonderful letter from a viewer. But I will be sharing that. I'm going to share all of this. I'm going to film another video after this, like the happy mail, so that anyone who sent it for card making can kind of see it that way. Because I know not everyone wants to watch they don't want to watch the whole Flosstube show, maybe. They're my card making fans. Let's put that there. Okay. So, oh, of course, what did I do with that giveaway? Here it is. My giveaway winners. Nope, that's not it. You said, Nicole, I thought you were organized. I was. Oh, Odin is snoring. That is rip-roaring snoring. Wow. This is riveting. This is some riveting content for a little dog. Okay. So my giveaways for last week. I have a winner chicken dinner. For the line keepers, a wonderful viewer sent these in saying that I could offer these as a giveaway. The winner is Kris Cook, and I have inserted a little pop-up here. If you're a Kris cook, please email me at the email in the description box, and I will get this mailed out to you ASAP. I would love to be able to do that this week, so I hope you guys watch the video because I want to get these mailed out and out of here, because this mess back behind me, this is getting cleaned up before I film my next Flosstube. Winner number 2 of the next winner. The Lori Holt stitch cards, also donated by a very generous viewer, Arleen Curry. I again going to add a little pop-up here. Congratulations. And then my last giveaway from last week, Fat Quarter Shop so generously sent me 2 of the Lori Holt 2023 planners. These are gorgeous, you guys. So beautiful. You can totally customize these. I have 2 of these, and the winners are Brenda, Casper, and Kim Ray. If I said your name, if you saw your comment pop up on the screen here with the little insert that I had, please email me at the email in the description below. I will get all of these prizes out to you. Thank you again to the viewers and to Fat Quarter Shop for offering such amazing giveaways for my viewers. Thank you very, very much. So let me set all of this back, and let's talk about this week's giveaways. So this week's giveaways is going to be a lot of fabric. It's either going to be for me or what I do with Shari's. Oh, it's right here. So my giveaways this week. You need to be over 18 because I'm going to need to ask for your address to mail you your prize. Please be a U.S. resident. Shipping is what it is right now. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, yada, yada, yada. Okay, you guys, number 1. In the description, put a number 1 if you're interested in the 28 count mushroom Lugana donated by my sweet friend Shari, who said that Lugana is not for her. So if Lugana is for you, number 1. Number 2, I went through my stash. These are not going to be full cuts of fabric. I will try to show you the fabric, but I cleaned out a bunch of my Aida. Y'all, Lugana is my happy place. I stitched on Aida, getting back into it, but some of this is not going to be very big, but it should be big enough for a few stitches. I used this for, I think I used it for the autumn stitch from Fat Quarter Shop I did last year. This is the Lori Holt 14 count oatmeal vintage cloth. I have 2 small pieces left in this that this is a skinny one. So if you have something skinny, maybe the tiny town, the Halloween tiny town, and then this little piece here. So I just put these back in the package. This is number 2. This may take me a minute because I do want to show you what exactly there is. If you are a 14 count Aida stitcher and you would like some free fabric, even if it's scraps, then these giveaways are for you. This is just from my stash. Number 3. This is the Fabric Flare Thin White Pine Board. I use this for the Home Sweet Home stitch, and I think there's a lot left. There's going to be a small scrap. So this is a small little strip, okay? Do you see the design? 14 count Aida. These are all 14 count, but this is a huge piece left. So that's a big one. So you're going to get both of these. And let me put it back in the fabric or in the bag. I've kept most things in the bags, so that is number 3. And you can request more than one if you're interested in more than one. So let me know. You can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Or if you're only interested in certain ones, do that too. Okay. This I did not keep the packaging for, but it's a pretty big piece. This is 14 count Fabric Flare Pale Gray Gingham Aida. Another favorite, I actually am using the Lugana now instead of the Ada. So I have this big piece left and I would love to offer it to one of you to stitch on. That is number 4. Number 5, Witchlet Chalkboard Black 14 count Ada. This is a complete grab bag. I'm going to show you the littlest pieces first. So maybe if you're stitching some little ornaments or something, I've got this. It's chalkboard black, so it's not pure black. This is actually my favorite color. I wish this came in Lugana. It does not. This is a really long skinny piece that I would just cut into small pieces like for ornaments or whatever. So there's that. And then I've got a couple more pieces, and this is all one. And this is what, number 5? This is number 5. So then there's this little piece that comes with it. And then there's a bigger square piece or rectangular piece that you could cut down or use that size. So I don't really have exact sizes for all this. What you see is what you get. That is number 5. So put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number, because when I do the search, that is how I do the search. So 5 different giveaways for fabric this week. I do have some fun things coming up for giveaways. Let me figure out where I'm going to put this. So please leave me a comment and let me know what you're interested in. I thought it would be fun. I'm not stitching on it. It's taking up room in my drawer. I went through all my fabric and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to use this. I would love to offer it to some of you. I know some of you are strict Ada stitchers like Shari. And so if you would like something like this, hopefully that would give you the opportunity to try. And all of those are a little bit different than your basic Adas maybe. And so I thought it would be a fun little giveaway today. Okay, you guys, I have talked forever. That is it today. If you are a giveaway winner, please email me so I can get your prize out to you. I'm so excited. And I hope you all have a wonderful stitchy week. If you're a card maker, September starts this week. Woohoo! It's our favorite month all year, isn't it? So I'll be premiering videos pretty much every night. Maybe not every night, but any night that I can, that I have a video on my channel, which means sometimes I have a video on Simon Says Stamps, so I won't have a premiere on my channel. So I will let you guys know ahead of time. The first premiere will be September 1st at midnight Eastern, and you can join me in the chat and we can talk about all the things. Thank you guys for joining me for this Flosstube number 16. I will be back Sunday. The video is going up at 7 a.m. Central Time on YouTube. It's being filmed Friday, so you're getting it way ahead of time. There's going to not be any more of this last minute Lucy stuff. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful week. I appreciate you. I love you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube, sewing, quilting, tutorial, or stitch with me video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.